Monday sa inyong lahat. Welcome back to another episode of Exploring the Fun and Exciting World of Mathematics. Muli ako po si Tutor Rose Ann.
At ako naman po si Tutor Jolie na bumabati sa inyo ng magandang umaga.
Kami po ang inyong makakasama para sa Mathematics 7. Ngayon ay ilabas niyo na ang inyong self-learning module para sa linggong ito. Tayo po ngayon ay nasa week 3 na ng quarter 2 at ang ating lesson for today ay translating English phrases and sentences to mathematical phrases and sentences. Ayan, mamaya lamang ay makakasama muli natin si Tutor Jolie. Bago po tayo magpatuloy, nais ko po muling pasalamatan ang DepEd Sorsogon Region para sa pagbigay pahintulot sa atin sa paggamit ng kanilang module. Our objectives for today: translate English phrases and sentences to mathematical phrases and sentences and vice versa. Okay, simulan na natin. Represent me. Give the number, sentence, or phrase in order to represent the following word problem. So ito yung mula pa nung elementary. Ano ba ang ating ginagawa sa mga word problem na binibigay? Paano ba natin sila sinasolve? Halimbawa, Alfred carries a load of 12 kilograms. He finds it heavy, so he removes a weight of 4 kilograms. What is the weight of remaining load? So kapag ba ganitong word problem ang binibigay sa atin from elementary days, paano ba natin siya sinosolve? Hindi ba? Sinusulat muna natin ito by 12 kilogram minus 4 kilogram is equals to n. Yung n natin, ito yung kung ano man yung ating magiging sagot. Okay, so ganito yung ating lesson for today. So yung word problem ay isusulat natin siya into mathematical phrases. Okay, another example. Anna deposits 1,500 pesos to her savings account. A week after, she decided to add her extra money amounting 800 pesos. How much money does she save? Okay, so paano naman daw ito? Okay, so that would be 1,500 pesos plus 800 pesos is equal to n. Another one, a daily newspaper costs 15 pesos per issue. How much will Mr. De La Cruz pay for a week's supply? So magkano naman daw? 15 pesos daw yung isang newspaper. Magkano naman daw kung sa buong linggo, magkano ang binabayaran ni Mr. De La Cruz? So ilang araw ba meron tayo sa isang linggo? So meron tayong 7 araw. Ibig sabihin, i-multiply natin ang 15 pesos sa 7. A mother will divide 16 oranges among her 4 children equally. How many oranges can each child have? Paano naman ito? Anong operation ang ating gagawin? Ang nanay daw ay meron 16 oranges at kailangan niyang hatiin ito sa kanyang 4 na anak. Equally, pantay-pantay. So anong operation ang ating gagamitin? So that would be the division. So 16 divided by 4 is equal to n. Uulitin ko ha, ang n ay yun yung magre-represent ng ating sagot. It could be any letter. So meron tayo ditong symbol at ano-ano ba yung meaning ng bawat symbol na ito. First is the addition or ano naman ang meaning na ito? Ito ay addition plus increased by added to the sum of more than. Pag nakita natin ang symbol na ito, yan ang ibig sabihin nun. Next is this symbol, subtraction, minus, decreased by, subtracted from, less than, diminished by. So ibig sabihin kapag nakabasa kayo sa isang verbal phrases or sentences ng minus o kaya naman ng diminished by or subtracted from, ibig sabihin ang operation na gagamitin natin ay minus or subtraction. Third symbol naman, the symbol for multiplication. We have here the three symbols for multiplication. Ang meaning niyan ay multiplication, of course, times multiplied by or the product of. So, pag may nabasa ulit tayo, ganito, alinman sa mga ito, sa word problem or sa word or verbal phrases, ito ang ating gagamiting symbol or operation niyan ay multiplication. Next is for the division. So, ito naman ang symbol for division. Ito ay ginagamit for fraction. Ang ibig sabihin kasi ng fraction, ang operation for fraction is also the division. Okay? So, division divided by or the ratio of. Okay? So, ratio of sa fraction and quotient of. And then, the equal sign, of course, is equal to. Or, kapag nabasa natin sa sentence phrases na is, kunyari, 4 is to x. The word is, it also means equal. Next one is less than. So, the less than symbol and then greater than, less than or equal, or ang ibig sabihin din yan is at most. And then, greater than or equal or is at least. And the last one is not equal to. Not equal to. Ito yung symbol na. Okay, let us try. Given verbal phrases, let us translate it to mathematical phrases. The sum of A and 3. Okay, so ito, meron tayong mababasang sum. So yung sum, ano ang ating symbol na gagamitin? So that would be A plus 3. 8 more than P. So that would be P plus 8. Yung more than, sa verbal phrase, pag nabasa nyo yung more than or less than, ginagamit ito as preposition, introducing the second element in a comparison. Kung mapapansin nyo, sa verbal phrase natin, nauuna si 8. Pero pagdating sa mathematical phrases or mathematical phrase, nasa second element or nasa huli yung 8. Pag ginamit natin yung more than or less than. Next, the square of R. Okay, so ano yung square of R? So, ibig sabihin yan, R squared or may exponent tayo na 2. Next, 6 subtracted from B. So, that would be B minus 6. Next one, 4 less than Y. So, ano ang 4 less than Y? Dito, again, meron tayong word na less than. So, ibig sabihin, ang 4 ay yung second element. So, that would be Y minus 4. 4 less Y. Ito naman. Ano ba yung pinagkaiba kanina? 4 less than Y. Ngayon naman, 4 less Y. Okay, that would be 4 minus Y. Nakita niyo yung pagkakaiba? Okay, ulitin natin. 4 less than Y, yung 4 ay yung second element. Okay? Pero pagdating naman dito, 4 less Y, yung Y yung second element. Okay? The product of 5 and C. So, the product. Okay, anong operation ang gagamitin natin? That is multiplication. So, that is 5C. Okay, pag nakita ninyo ito, 5C, ang ibig sabihin niyan, ang operation natin dyan ay multiplication. Next, the quotient of M and 8. The quotient. So, anong operation ang gagamitin natin? That is, yes, the division. M divided by 8. Translating, thrice x decreased by 2. So, paano ba natin ito i-translate? So, thrice x, ibig sabihin niyan, 3x. So, ibig sabihin, i-multiply yung x by 3. Decrease by, anong operation ang gagamitin natin? That would be subtraction. By 2. So, that would be 2. So, ibig sabihin, thrice x decreased by 2 is equal to 3x minus 2. Next, 1/2 of the sum of 5 and t. The sum of 5 and t, paano muna natin siya isusulat? That is 5 plus t. Okay? 1/2, of course. So, 1/2 or simply 1/2. Pagsasamahin lang natin sila. So, that is 1/2 times the quantity 5 plus t. Next one, the sum of the square of a and b. Okay, again, the sum of the square of a and b. Ibig sabihin, pagsasamahin natin ang square ng a at square ng b. Square of a, so that would be a squared. And square of b, that is b squared. Okay, sabi sum. Ibig sabihin, ang ating operation ay addition. So, the sum of the squares of a and b is equals to a squared plus b squared. How about this? The square of the sum of a and b. The square of the sum of a and b. So, ito naman, uunahin natin yung sum of a and b. So, that would be quantity a plus b. And then, the square. Okay, meron tayong yung word na square. So, ibig sabihin, i-squared natin ang sum of a and b. Okay, next, x plus 5 is equals to 4. So, ngayon, baliktarin naman natin. Given mathematical phrase, ta-translate naman natin siya into verbal phrase. So, again, x plus 5 is equals to 4. Unahin natin ng x plus 5. So, paano natin ita-translate iyon? The sum of a number and 5. Yung x, ang ibig sabihin niyan is any number. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, meron siyang nire-represent na number. Okay? Again, the sum of a number and 5. How about yung equals to 4? Okay, it could be is 4. Pwede nang is 4. Kasi sabi ko nga kanina, kapag may nabasa kayong is, okay, ibig sabihin nun ay equal. Okay, so ibig sabihin, the sum of a number and 5 is 4. How about this one? 2x minus 1 is equals to 1. Unahin natin si 2x. Twice a number. So, ibig sabihin, multiply lang natin yung isang number na to by 2. Okay, next. Minus 1. How about minus 1? That would be decrease by 1. And then, is equal to 1. So, pagsama-samahin lang natin yon. Twice a number decreased by 1 is equal to 1. Okay, next one. 7 plus x is equals to 2x plus 3. Unahin natin si 7 plus x. Paano siya itatranslate? 7 added to a number. Okay? 7 added to a number. So, ibig sabihin, yung 7 ay i-add natin sa isang number. Yung equal sign, of course, it is equal to. And then lastly, 2x plus 3. Okay, paano naman natin siya itatranslate? Okay, ibig sabihin yan, twice the number increased by 3. So, twice the number, yun yung 2x. Okay, increased by 3, yung increased by. So, ibig sabihin nun, ang operation nun ay addition. By 3, so twice the number increased by 3. Pagsama-samahin lang natin, 7 added to a number is equal to twice the number increased by 3. How about this one? 3x is greater than 15. How about 3x? Tries a number. And then this symbol is greater than 15. So again, pagsamahin lang natin. Tries a number is greater than 15. How about this one? 7 plus x over 2. So unahin natin yung x over 2. Ano ibig sabihin ni x over 2? The quotient when a number is divided by 2. Kasi sabi ko nga, kapag fraction, ang operation din for fraction ay division. So again, x over 2 ay the quotient when a number is divided by 2. And then yung 7 plus, The sum of 7 and blank. Pagsamahin lang natin siya. The sum of 7 and the quotient. And the quotient when a number is divided by 2. Okay, how about this? We have here a rectangle. So, ang tawag sa dalawang side na yan, upper and the lower part or lower side, ay length. And then, left and right side, yun naman ay tinatawag nating width. So, ang pagkuha ng area ng rectangle ay length times width. So, ibig sabihin, i-multiply lang natin yung measure ng length and width. So, paano natin siya ita-translate into verbal phrases or verbal phrase? So, the area of rectangle is the product of length and the width of the rectangle. Maliwanag ba? Ulitin natin na ang A is equals to LW. Ibig sabihin ng LW, multiply lang natin silang dalawa. So, kung itatranslate natin ito into verbal phrase, the area or A of rectangle is the product multiplication of the length and width of the rectangle. Perimeter of a rectangle. So, P is equals to 2L plus 2W or width. So, translate natin siya, that is the perimeter of a rectangle is the sum of twice its length and twice its width. Twice of length, ibig sabihin, multiply lang natin ang length niya by 2 and twice its width. Multiply natin ang width by 2. So, kukunin natin yung kanilang sum. So, sum is addition. So, baliktarin naman natin. Ito naman, verbal phrase ang bigay, ang given natin. The distance or D traveled by a moving body is the product of its R or rate and the time elapsed. So, paano naman natin siya isusulat? So, sabi, the product lang ng rate and the time. So, yun yung distance. So, distance is, or D stands for distance, is equals to the product of the rate, which is R, and time elapsed, or T. So, multiply lang natin ito. D is equals to RT. Okay, ngayong alam nyo na kung paano yung pagta-translate ng verbal phrase to mathematical phrase and vice versa. Tutulungan naman tayo ngayon ni Tutor Jolly sa pagsagot ng inyong activity sa inyong module. Ayan, tawagin na po natin ngayon si Tutor Jolly.
For match me, match the given verbal phrase to its corresponding mathematical phrase. Una, the sum of a number and 3. Again, the sum of a number and 3. Ano po kaya ang sagot? Yes, the answer is letter A, x plus 3. Next, 4 times a certain number decrease by 1. Again, 4 times a number decrease by 1. At ang sagot, letter L, 4x minus 1. 1 subtracted from 4 times a number. Again, 1 subtracted from 4 times a number. And the answer is letter L, 4x minus 1. A certain number decreased by 2. Again, a certain number decreased by 2. What is the answer? The answer is letter M, x minus 2. Next question. 4 increased by a certain number. 4 increased by a certain number. Ano po kaya ang sagot? Letter E. 4 plus x. A certain number decreased by 3. A certain number decreased by 3. Ano naman kaya ang sagot? And the answer is letter N. X minus 3. Three more than a number. Again, 3 more than a number. Ano po ang sagot? Letter A, x plus 3. For the next question, twice a number decreased by 3. Again, twice a number decreased by 3. And the answer is letter R, 2x minus 3. A number added to 4. Again, a number added to 4. Ano po ang sagot? Letter E, 4 plus x. The sum of 4 and a number. Again, the sum of 4 and a number. Ano po ang sagot? Letter E, 4 plus x. The difference of 2 and a number. The difference of 2 and a number. The answer is letter Q, 2 minus x. Third to the last question. The sum of 4 times a number and 3. Again, the sum of 4 times a number and 3. And the answer is letter U, 4x plus 3. A number increased by 3. Again, a number increased by 3. And the answer is letter A, x plus 3. A difference of 4 times a number and 1. And the answer is letter L, 4x minus 1. At ang nabuo nating salita ay all men are equal. Okay, so ngayon, we're going to translate from mathematical phrases to verbal phrases. Una, EF is equals to 10. Translate to verbal phrases. And the answer is the product of E and F is equal to 10. 3F is greater than 1. And the answer, 3 times the number F is greater than 1. X over Y is equals to 1. X over y is equals to 1. That is the ratio of the numbers x and y is equal to 1. 4 plus p is less than 2. 4 plus p is less than 2. That is, the total of 4 and p is less than 2. Okay, quantity of k minus 20 plus 5 is equals to 2. And that is the quantity of k diminished by 20 plus 5 yields 2. Two s plus 3 is equals to 5. And that is 2 times the number s plus 3 is 5. Okay, d divided by 2 is equals to 6. And that is the quotient of d and 2 is 6. D minus 6 is equals to 4. D minus 6 equals 4. 2k plus g is equals to 3. Twice k plus the number g is equal to 3. 2h plus 7 is equals to 1. And that is 7 more than 2 times h is 1.
Ayan. Thank you, Tutor Jolly. Salamat din sa ating mga nakasamang matalinong learners for today. Upang ma-check ang inyong sagot sa iba pang bahagi ng inyong self-learning module, maaari kayong mag-refer sa page 21 para sa answer key. Ayan, sana ay na-enjoy ninyo ang discussion natin today. Kung na-miss ninyo ang episode ng Itulay TV, huwag mag-alala. Maaari nyo itong balikan sa DepEd YouTube channel. Maaari din po kayong maki-join sa ating online live tutorial session via FB Live sa EdTech Unit at huwag kalimutang i-like at i-follow na rin ang FB page. Okay, so tuwing Friday yan, 1:35 to 2:20 p.m. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat. See you all next week. And together, let us all be matatalinong learners.
Learners.
Bye!